everyone uses study groups, literally from you know, the young days even till the older system of education as well. Study groups can be very beneficial in some situations. However, there are several things to consider when thinking about these study groups. It has different roles as well, it has different benefits as well. A support group can be a motivator. It is easier to ask classmates questions. Your commitment might be stronger because the group, it depends upon all the groups. Study groups add a different auditory aspect to your learning experience. One or more group member is likely to understand something that you do not. Similarly, you can learn new study techniques or habit from other groups. You can also compare your notes with other students. Teaching or explaining concepts to other group members will reinforce your learning. Better face it. Studying can be boring. Study with others can make the studying more enjoyable. Okay? So this is also important, like how to get the study group started. So you should try to get to know your classmates well before asking them to join your study group. You should be able to answer yes to the next questions if I'm going to ask. Is the classmate motivated to learn? The answer should be yes. Similarly, does the classmate understand the subject well? Is the classmate dependable? Would this classmate be tolerable to other ideas? Would you like to work with this classmate? If the answer to these five questions is not yes, you should not invite them. Okay? Further, invite the correct number of classmates to your study group, not more than 3 to 5 per group. Decide how often and how long the group will meet each week, like 2 to 3 times a week. Okay, and a session of 60 to 90 minutes, not more than that. Decide where to meet. So the location can be, must be actually, without distractions. It can be in a private room, it can be in a private house, but not in a, movie theater, in a club, or in a restaurant like that. You should be able to decide on the goals of the group. Goals can include review notes, discussing the readings, and study for exams. You should be able to decide on leader for the group, and if the leader will be the same or change every week. So there can be one leader, for example, for the whole, all the sessions. Otherwise, the leaders can change as well. Yeah. Then try to set an agenda for each meeting, including specific member assignments. So, for example, okay, Robert is going to do all these things. Narendra is going to do all these things. Then Khalid is going to do these works. Okay, so there should be specific member assignments as well. Then develop a contact list for the members with all of their contact information and provide to each member. Okay, now, okay, you have made a successful study group, but how will you know it's a good one? So, in such study group, all the group members contribute. All the group members actively listen without interrupting each other. The group members work together to resolve any problem arising. All the members are prompt and they come ready to work. The group stays on task according to agenda. Members always show each other respect, so the mutual respect has to be there. And the members should be able to feel comfortable with constructive criticism. Even the members should feel encouraged to ask questions. And at the end of each meeting, an agenda is set with assignments for the next meeting. And above all, a positive attitude that we can do this together is maintained. See, study group is also like the other things as well, where some positive things also happens, some negative things also happens. So, possible pitfalls of the study group is, do not let the study group get distracted from the agenda. Further, don't let it become like a social group. You're meeting over there to do some bitching. You're trying to discuss the social affairs, the political affairs, and all those things. Um, and don't allow that people are coming and meeting over there in an unprepared way. Do not let any negativity slip into the group. That's not good. And don't let any one or two member dominate the group, because that's also not important. And what we all are bothered, of course, is about success. Success is something, you know, I always say it like this, it's a variant mix of the three factors: luck, labor, and chance. One should get the chance to be able to succeed. For example, if I wouldn't have appeared for the medical entrance exam, I wouldn't have ever become a doctor. Luck, so that a person is able to not only plan good and revise better and execute the best, and labor, work smarter, I would say. Hard work is definitely important, but smart work is also important. So, this is what really makes someone successful, the varying mix of it in different proportions. So, sometimes there can be a big proportion of luck, sometimes luck will have a smaller role, but labor and chance will have a bigger role. Sometimes the role of labor and luck can be on the very higher side. Okay? Don't let become studying like a student who is dying. So, as we already said it, there are different types of learning style: visual, auditory, kinesthetic. So, try to discover your learning style. So, someone may be more comfortable with the visual memory. If they see something, they remember it. So, for that, try to use visual aids for that. Similarly, someone will be able to hear it and remember it better. So then try to participate in debates, try to, explain to others, talk about loud, rhyme it, in fact. Then comes about the kinesthetic learning. So in that, one should even chew the gums, or one can do some motion like walking, running, or using simulation as well about it whenever learning is going on. And yes, uh, try to concentrate, schedule your timing well, improve on your writing skills and listening and note taking. I already showed you those points, how to improve on your note taking skills as well. And some of the important things is, never miss your lesson. Keep on reviewing on regular intervals, and study multiple subjects. It's not like this that study only one subject. No, study a different multiple subjects as well. Plan your session. So, okay, today I'm going to read history. Tomorrow I'm going to read is the heart sounds. And yes, if you do something really well, reward yourself. And yeah, on a regular intervals, do take study breaks as well. Do not think of doing multitasking, is not good. Focus on the process. And yes, if you feel getting stuck anywhere, write down your worries as well. And yeah, unless until you are really sick or some health problem is there, there's difficulty to commute and all, please don't miss your sessions. Better than cramming up like, okay, on one day this you will do. Try to have reviews on regular intervals. Only on the basis of that you will be able to upgrade your short term memory into the long memory. This is a very important slide in the sense. So, the first revision, how often you should revise. So, the first revision after the learning, second revision 3 days after the learning, third revision after 1 week, fourth one after 3 weeks, fifth one after 1 month, sixth after 1.5 months, seventh after 2 months. Otherwise, what happens if you don't revise within 24 hours? 80% of the stuff will disappear from your brain. So, so what happens is try to choose little points from all the different topics. Okay, start with the difficult, and as I have already said it, try to revise them at regular intervals as well. And yes, try to use parks, forests, a friend's place, and all. Okay, so that will be pretty helpful. Take good breaks as well. It should not be like that on one time itself you do try to do everything and all. No, that won't be any good. Okay?